So I'm gonna try to do a little intro closure video of this hunt. I'm not real big on a bunch of editing and whatnot. I just really like to watch other people shoot their deer and see their excitement and maybe listen to a little portion of it. So this is what I got on mine. So me and a couple of my buddies, we head up to Kentucky pretty much every year, and I went back to one of my familiar spots I've been hunting the last couple of years, and I named one of them the highway buck because I jumped him up twice close to the highway, so that's where I was hunting at. And anyway, that first Saturday morning, I seen him about 10:30. He spooked up on me at about 35 yards and walked away. And little did I know he would return an hour and a half later after I had some other bucks and does in the area chasing. I drew back, shot, thought I felt like a good shot, and I hear just the whack. Hitting a tree. But anyway, needless to say, he ran off, and hunted the spot a couple more days, didn't see anything, so I moved to another location up on the ridge, and I wound up seeing 3 shooters, what I would consider shooters for me, that day. So I made a move. I was about 40 yards off from where I needed to be, so I moved a little bit closer, and lo and behold, the next morning it was so foggy, and I mean, we could barely see. It actually delayed us about 45 minutes. Anyway, I'd been texting my daughter that morning, and it finally got daylight, and I looked over, and I seen some movement, and literally 7 yards from where I was hunting the next day, or the previous day, I seen a nice buck and an 8-point, and little did I know there was a doe with him. So the doe actually comes right in front of me, and the bigger buck is following her. And I'd already made up my mind that I was going to shoot the deer. And so it comes in, and it's a 1/4 me shot. And I say it's a 1/4 me, it's almost more straight down. But I was confident in the shot and the distance. It wasn't but 14 yards. So I sent one. And I didn't hear it go thwack, and the deer just ran off and actually went back over with the 8-point and sat over there for a little while, mingling around. And then I tried to get another shot off, but it was just too thick, and I was really starting to second guess myself, about hitting limbs and trees at this point. So I looked around at my gear. My gear was good, and I was like, man, how did I just miss this shot at 14 yards? And my gear checked out great, and I was looking for limbs. I've been sick all week, sorry about that. And I see a limb that's freshly cut, and I'm like, surely not. But anyway, I go back and watch the GoPro footage of it, and lo and behold, that limb was probably, it wasn't 10 foot from me. It was so close that I was apparently I was looking past it, and it was maybe the half of a number 2 pencil. I mean, it was tiny. I couldn't have hit that limb in 100 shots if I tried for $100. lo and behold, I hit it. So I missed, but I would rather a clean miss than a wounded deer any day. So I was good with that. I was pretty bummed out, and hunted the rest of the day, didn't see anything. So the next morning, set back up, same tree, and I'd already made up my mind. If this guy come back in, I was gonna, I was gonna try to shoot at him again. And so right at daylight, the fog actually rolls in on us as it was getting daylight. So we were losing light, if that's such a thing. But anyway, and the buck gets, I see movement, and then I realize it's a buck, and he's kind of paralleling to me, and he's heading over to some scrapes back where the other deer were the day before. And I'm thinking, man, that's got to be him. And I could really see one side, his right hand side main beam, and it was long. And I was like, yeah, that's him. And he stopped and turned and looked at me, and then I seen the white on his face, and I was like, yep, that's him. So I quit focusing on that, and then I started focusing on, getting the shot off. So I ranged it 37 yards. Lo and behold, this dude stops literally behind a tree. And it was a small tree, maybe Coke can size, but I wanted to steer clear of it, especially after my last 2 days. So I'm thinking, I still got double lung in the back, maybe a liver, or I can go ahead and push, a little bit more towards the front shoulder, which I'm confident in my shot. It's not my preferred shot, but I'm okay with taking that. And I send it, and bam, man, he dropped. I mean, literally right in the track. So I hit it right either in the base of the neck or right into the shoulder. It dropped him right there, and he never moved. And I mean, I just started losing my grip in that tree, because I had been so hard 6 years hunting up here, and I had passed some really good deer. I go up to Kentucky to shoot big deer, and or at least try. And so I'm just like, texting my friends. I text my wife. Everything was cool. And so I get down, get my stuff, and I get down, and I go over to the deer, and I'm like, what happened to his horn? Where's his horn at? And so I'm digging around in the dirt, thinking he done knocked his horn off. And so I pull him up, and I'm kind of, looking at him, and I'm thinking, this is not the same deer. This isn't the deer I thought it was. And I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie, but the excitement for me was that I still, was chasing a what I consider a trophy deer, a mature deer. It doesn't necessarily have to have a bunch of inches for me to consider it a trophy deer. I mean, I want to kill a big deer just like anybody else, but it's about the hunt for me. It's been about the hunt for me for several years. I've killed some big deer, and yeah, that's fun, but it's really about the hunt and the memories with my friends and what I put into it. But anyway, I'm going to quit talking. I'm going to kind of clip this in with some video footage of some of the misses, and hopefully the end of it. And, I'm just blessed that I had this opportunity, and I hope that each of you find a blessing in your hunts or whatever it is that you're searching.